Hello, my name is Jamie Birchall, and you are listening to and or watching our podcast called Wormhole Pinball
Wormhole
Presents.
Pinball presents.
Wormhole Pinball Presents. Today, I'm very, very excited to be joined by two great individuals. Today, I'm really excited to be joined by a very special guest.
And today, I'm very excited to be joined by
Two awesome guests all the way from Arizona. Hello, and welcome to the Wormhole Pin. No, you've that up right off the bat, you dumbass. All right. Hello, and welcome to Wormhole Pinball Presents, a podcast we created to highlight those in pinball and arcades. My name is Jamie Birchall, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big announcement for episode 48. And to make this announcement with me, welcome back to the podcast from the Kineticist and This Week in Pinball, Colin Alsheimer.
Hi, Jamie. Excellent to be here. Glad to be back.
I'm excited to have you back on the podcast, sir, but we have business to attend to, Colin. You are here for a major announcement, and the floor is yours.
Awesome. So yeah, we're bringing back the TWIPYs. Technically, I guess we're kind of calling them the Pinball Community Awards, where people can win a TWIPY award, sort of a similar setup as the Academy Awards to the Oscars. Which is a change that we're making to sort of bring the concept of the show more in line with what I think that it's always been, which is kind of a show about and for the pinball community that's organized by the pinball community. So we put together what I think is a really strong team, Jamie included here, to try to help us pull off this kind of ambitious concept in a pretty short time frame. But I'm pretty excited for a soft refresh of the TWIPYs in a lot of ways. I think it will be just like what people know and love and remember of the show, with some new tweaks and opportunities to bring it in some fun new directions.
Before we get into details of voting, rules, and the show itself, right? Let's talk about the wormhole and the TWIPYs. Like, why the wormhole? How did this happen?
So I mean, you've kind of been in my ear a little bit,
A little bit, a
about
lot
it
of it.
most of the year, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe since our first podcast together.
I think
Uh,
so. I have been.
but you were not the only one who has been. But when we started talking about it, I think that we're pretty aligned in the way that we see pinball and the pinball community and sort of what the kinds of things that we want to see in it. So I think in a lot of ways that made a ton of sense to bring the TWIPYs to the wormhole. I also like aesthetically, I love your building.
Yeah,
Like I've never been to it, so like selfishly, um, it's a little bit of an excuse to come party at the wormhole too, for me,
absolutely.
right? But like I love just even seeing what I'm seeing now. Like it's going to be so much fun to shoot this event there.
It's going to be
Yeah.
fantastic on February 22nd at 7 p.m. EST or CDT if you're not in the States. We're bringing you live from the wormhole and live on YouTube, the 2024 Pinball Community Awards. All right. So before we get into details, uh, let's do a little disclaimer. Okay. I wrote a disclaimer.
Perfect.
All right.
Always love a good disclaimer.
This is the first time most of us have done anything like this. Okay. So bear with us. We're going to make a few mistakes, right? We're going to learn and we're going to grow from it. All right. Our biggest goal is to lay the foundation for the Pinball Community Awards, that nods a legacy to the TWIPYs, right? So, and we're going to build something new that we can improve upon year in, year out. So, we're excited for this to grow in the future Wormhole Pinball Museum building. So,
Yeah, no, that's very exciting. I think there's a lot of potential there.
oh my gosh, we're pumped. So, can we give a
Yeah.
shout out to the other individuals who are donating their time, minus the host of the show? We're going to save them.
Yeah. So I think this is one of the things that probably excites me the most, is the team that we've been able to bring together. I think it's going to be a lot of familiar names to most people who will be listening. Obviously myself and you. We have Erica from Erica's Pinball Journey, helping out as the director of partnerships. Aaron Seiden, who's written for Kineticist and Nudge and done a lot of like bells and chimes and tournament events. She's going to be our director of operations. We've got Rob Raff from the Electric Playground. He's on the nominating committee, as is Aaron Davis from Fast Pinball, Ryan Gratzer from Pinball Map, and Will Edding is returning in his webmaster voting security role. So it's a really strong team from pretty much every corner of the pinball community, and I'm excited for everyone to sort of bring their knowledge and expertise to the table and help us produce a really awesome event.
Wow. Couple of shout outs on my end, Colin, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Glenn Wechter is going to be producing and writing music for the show.
That's
So he's going to be
awesome.
doing live
Yeah.
music for the show. Really excited to have Glenn on board. And my IT support guy, Brendan Martin, you're about to be really busy, dude. So, and our editor, Ryan Gregg, of course, and my Twitch co-host, Donovan Wade, for all the video production he's agreed to take on, which is a lot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's no small undertaking. So thank you to everyone who has volunteered their support.
we really appreciate it. We're on. All right, let's get into it. Let's discuss the categories for the
Yes.
2024 Pinball Community Awards.
So do we want to do categories and individual awards, or just go through the categories?
It's up to you.
All right. So, a lot of familiar categories. So we've got the ever popular content creator awards, content creator of the year, breakout content creator of the year. I thought it was really important to acknowledge some of the newcomers that have come on the scene, the very talented newcomers. Best podcast, best video content creator and streamer, and best publication. We have commercial game awards. This is where you'll probably notice more changes. Game of the year, innovation of the year would be a new award. Returning Lyman F. Sheets, best rules and code, and best theme integration is going to combine art, light, sound, animations and displays, toys and mechs. Best game launch and reveal. And this is another new one, most improved game, which I think will be interesting for those games that might take a few months to sort of find their ground, but should still be rewarded for it. On the homebrew side, we have two main awards there. Homebrew Game of the Year. This encompasses original playfield designs, and Custom Game of the Year, which is for non-original playfield designs. So more of your like rethemes, for example. Location awards, we've blown out a lot. So we have instead of just one main best location, we have regional best locations. So in the US at least, it's Northeast, South, Southwest, West. And then internationally, we have best locations for Europe, Australia, and Canada, as well as the best new location of the year. For toppers, mods, and accessories, we have best OEM topper, best aftermarket topper, best aftermarket interactive mod or accessory, best aftermarket non-interactive mod or accessory. And then some other awards. I think we probably need a better category name than other awards for this, so that will come. But we have best pinball app or service, best convention or show, best tournament, best online community group. And I think the new one that I'm most excited for is the Pinball Community Member of the Year.
I'm really excited about that as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a lot of potentially deserving people who are doing a lot of cool work in the community that really
That
deserve
deserve to be recognized,
recognition.
Colin. I
Yeah,
think that's
exactly.
great.
Yeah. So that's that. Those are our categories and awards. I will say that like it's all subject to change, but these have been discussed a lot by the committee. So I think we're pretty.
Great. You want to talk eligibility requirements?
Yep. So we are still finalizing some of those details, but I will say the eligibility, it's going to be very similar to prior years, where if the award is product related, like a game or a mod, it has to have shipped within the awards year. Like prior TWIPYs, that runs from 12/1 to 12/1, right? So 12/1
Okay.
2023 to 12/1 2024,
Makes
essentially.
sense, right?
Yep. For other categories, non-product categories like content creator, for example. Basically, the creator needs to be sufficiently active within the last awards year. Prior TWIPYs for content specifically have required releasing at least 5 new pieces of original content, which I think is something that we're going to keep. Um, and I will say that one of the smaller changes is that we are trying to introduce more sort of subjectivity and curation by the TWIPY committee, at least for the nominees, so that we're not just kind of dumping a database of names on everyone and
Right.
expecting them to kind of sort through it on their own and find people. But at the same time, we're trying to be as inclusive as we possibly can there too.
Absolutely.
It's a
Look,
it's
that's
a it's a it's a tightrope to walk.
it is, and I can promise you this: we're gonna do our best,
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
So, how will voting work, and when will voting begin and end?
Yeah, it's going to be again very familiar to prior years. So 1 vote per person. We're going to use the same kind of ranked choice voting system that we've used before, and voting will take place entirely online on TWIPYs.com. And then we're going to open up voting on January 3rd and run it through January 20th.
Great, great. We're gonna talk about the live show in a minute, but let's discuss the weekend itself because we're really putting on an incredible weekend of events
Yeah,
for those that are going to be traveling to the Wormhole here in Houston, live and in person. On February 21st, which is Friday, we partnered with Eureka Heights Brewery. It's a fantastic brewery, really located very close to the Wormhole. And
yeah.
we're going to do a Progressive Strikes tournament at Eureka Heights. It's a Stern Army location and a great partner of the Wormhole. So we're real excited to have Eureka Heights on board. On Saturday, February 22nd, the 2024 TWIPYs will be held at the Wormhole, broadcast on the YouTube at 7 p.m. EST or EDT for those outside the US. I always get a text to tell me to start doing EDT.
Really
I get an IM every time when
interesting.
if I say anything time zone related, that's the one I get hammered on. So I'm going to
Okay.
fix that.
Okay.
Doors are going to open at 5 p.m. on Saturday, February 22nd. For more information, is going to come on that. And of course, Sunday, February 22nd, we're going to be running a tournament from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wormhole. More likely a Progressive Strikes. More info to come on that, Colin, or maybe a 3X, but we'll come with that shortly.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go and discuss ticketing information?
Yeah, so familiar phrase. We're still finalizing some of those details. There's a small chance the ticketing site will be live by the time this podcast goes out. But I will say don't hold me to that. We do
Okay.
know that tickets are going to be limited, maybe around 40 in total for the show itself. And we're also trying to include a bunch of other benefits and perks like discounted tournament tickets, swag, and some other things to really make that ticket a little bit more appealing. So look for those details in the This Week in Pinball newsletter on TWIPYs.com. Once everything opens up, you'll know about it for sure.
Absolutely. We could tease one thing. We're working on a taco truck that's delicious.
Ah, yes.
So I'll
Love
tell you that right now.
tacos.
And
Perfect.
I can guarantee you we will be sponsored by a brewery. Uh,
Awesome.
so there's that. So that's
Beer,
fantastic.
beer, beer, and pinball is such a wonderful combination.
It's perfect. It works very, very well. So when will the new and updated website be live?
Yeah, so we've made some small changes already. I don't think this year we're gonna do like a massive visual overhaul or anything. So it's more gonna be small, kind of iterative changes, adjusting information as it's finalized. I mean, right now you can go there and check out the 2024 TWIPYs page, and see information on the committee members and the hosts, and we'll add some more information for the rest of the show there as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
I mean, that's most of the major details. Like I'm
Okay.
hoping that people can come out and join us live. I think that's going to be the most fun way to experience the event. But we're definitely um, focusing pretty heavily on the the live stream component too on YouTube. So if you can't join us live in person, plan to join us virtually, and we'll have just as much fun in chat as I think we would at the wormhole itself.
Absolutely. And coming to the wormhole is an experience. So if you do have a chance to get one of these tickets, I would highly recommend coming to the wormhole because we're going to
I'm
put on a
very
show.
much looking forward to it.
We're going to put on a show and it's
Yeah.
going to continue to grow and grow and grow. What we are missing is the hosts. So
Yes.
let's get the host in here and we'll discuss a little more about the live show in a minute.
Awesome.
All right, Colin, I have been joined by our hosts, and I'm going to introduce them one by one. Please say hello to Erin Winnick Anthony, known for a series called Learning to Flip. Welcome to the podcast again, and
Hello.
the Pinball Community Awards. Erin, how
Hi.
are
It's
you?
good
Welcome.
to be here again. I think it was just on the last episode too, so you just can't get rid of me.
No, you're regular. It's awesome. Joining us live is one of the coolest guys I've ever met, Ralph Ronzio, Retro
Oh,
Ralph.
wow.
Welcome to the show and the TWIPYs.
Wow, thank
Quite an
you.
honor.
I'm very happy to be here.
That was a good intro right there. And last but not least, our sideline reporter from Nudge Magazine, Ian Jacoby. Welcome back to the podcast and the TWIPYs, my friend Ian Jacoby.
I'm not one of the coolest guys you've ever met.
No,
Okay, cool.
Deserved.
he is.
No, I got it. No, totally got it. Thanks. Yeah, thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome. I'm going to switch the view to gallery here.
I think you're cool, Ian.
Great, thanks.
I
We all
have been,
do. We all love you, Ian.
I have been buzzing since Colin asked the Wormhole to partner with the award show, right? And what I was essentially pitching Colin on my idea of the show I wanted to put together was I immediately went to these three individuals and said, would you work with me on the show? And they said yes. So thank you guys for taking this journey with us. We really appreciate it.
No, this is gonna be a blast.
Absolutely.
I've been fortunate to share the mic with all four of them. So I feel very comfortable that we're going to have a lot of fun and put on a good show. Colin, speaking of this show, we and him have been hard at work at putting a format, trying to keep this show under 90 minutes, right? Which is not going to be easy, especially with me as one of your hosts. But Erin is going to work very hard to keep us on task.
My job on stream a lot. Keep Jamie on track. Well, a tangent
Yeah.
every once in a while. Bring it right back. All
It's
good.
gonna be
So
So we're working with IT support, and one of the trickiest things I got to figure out is the sideline reporter. So Ian Jacoby, I'm a little freaked out. How do I make sure I don't screw this up, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. And it really falls on your shoulders to figure that out. The success of the TWIPYs is
No
it's
pressure.
it's all up to you, man. And this is the future of pinball we're talking about. I mean, this is the premier award show of pinball and has been. So yeah, pressure's on, friend. I hope you figure it out.
No, it's going to be great. I've got IT support working on it. Do you want to be sideline reporter? What's your title here?
Yeah, I think that's good. I kind of want to be, I think the best use of me, right, is like Ian in small doses. Like I think
I agree.
Aaron and Ralph are the people that you really want to like carry the day.
Yes.
Like cheery, bright. Some people have called them the coolest guy they've ever met. But for me, smaller doses, I would say. And so like it's like we're gonna go to me and I can ask like who Steve Ritchie is wearing or like whoever, like that kind of stuff. And I'm assuming it's gonna be like Levi's, but we'll see.
You never know.
You never know.
Aaron, one of the things I discussed with you is the vibe of the show itself, more MTV Music Awards than the Oscars. What do you think about that idea?
yeah, I feel like try to make it more wormhole, which is, I don't know, just chill, hanging out, have a good time, and make it as fun as possible. It's just like help everyone out there experience what the wormhole experience is like. And I think that's going to be key. And it's going to be fun to have all of these people, I think, in that environment, play some crazy old games and make all of these people who are designing all of these modern pinball machines play some weird Zachariah locomotion or something like that on stream. That's a goal for me.
Awesome. Ralph, video production is one of your hallmarks of your content. I can't promise that something won't crash, but I can promise we're going to look good.
I'm already pretty disappointed, to be honest, but I'm sure we're gonna go up from here. Like it's gonna get better, right?
Oh, yeah.
So no, this will be my first time in the wormhole. So I'm actually this is exciting for me because I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
on there, right there. I'm very excited about it. Yeah. So I'll get to
I'm
meet Erin
really
for the first time, who's over here on my screen, but could be
okay, good.
anywhere when you're watching her. I don't know where she is, but she's right here. And Ian is down there, the coolest guy in all of pinball.
Thanks.
So, I
Colin's
mean, our
cool too.
goal is if we're kind of going through panel of what the show is going to be, obviously I'll be producing kind of on the side with Ian and Ralph doing most of the heavy lifting with my friend Ian Jacoby as a sideline reporter. We will then go into the award itself. The award itself will show you a nice video of the top 4 finalists, and then Aaron and Ralph will open the envelope and we will move forward with our 28,000 awards that we are giving away this year.
A lot of awards.
It's a lot of
Will we
awards.
have a physical envelope to open up?
We will. I will. I'll get that
Amazing.
for you.
Oh, so I can be like, Erin, look, do you believe who just won? And we can kind of be like, oh, let me
No,
see
you
if
guys
we can-
won't know
envelope
who won.
mix-ups though.
Okay. Or
Oh,
unless
well,
you
who's
all
gonna
play a
keep us on
trick
track
on us
with
with
that?
that. Yeah.
We'll make it right. I won't screw this up.
Okay.
I won't screw this up. That's going to be the.
It'll be
That's
like
going to be.
Game of the year, Punny Factory. It's like that was the
Like, how did that get in
Different
there?
year.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we're
The
also
most
going to be giving you.
trustworthy person to hold the envelopes is going to be Ian by far. Like he's
Yeah,
the one I
right.
would trust this
Yeah.
responsibility to.
Yeah. Cheers.
All
Thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, no,
Thank you,
I
Ian.
I feel like I'll rise to the occasion. Absolutely.
We're also going to
Done.
be giving away prizes, putting the streaming rig over a few pins. I think Zacharia's locomotion would be hilarious, and maybe playing a dollar game or two for those in attendance. If you want to be in attendance, tickets are going to be going on sale relatively soon, right, Colin?
Yep, that is correct. TWIPYs.com, and we'll blast it everywhere.
Absolutely. All right. Any questions for me, panel, and Colin?
Yes. Jamie, are you nervous about any part of the show in particular about pulling it off?
Yeah, I'm freaking out.
Freaking out?
Definite major anxiety attack. I called Ian today. Said, "What the hell am I doing?" And he talked me off the ledge. Thank you, my friend Ian Jacoby.
Thanks, Ian.
Uh, no, we're okay. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. You
It-
know,
It is going to be, and I think the idea that you're even worried about it means that you're the right person for it, because it means
Yeah.
that you care about it and you want it to go well, and so like that's a good sign. To be nervous about it means you're taking it seriously. So I think like people who hear that should be like, hell yeah. I'm
Yeah.
glad he's nervous. I hope he gets even more nervous. Hope his guts are churning.
No, trust me, I'm sure Jamie is 19 times more nervous than he's saying right now, so please don't wish that on him.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
I'm sure. So.
Well, I'm sure his diet of just 12 Diet Cokes and Zin will calm his
That will
nerves.
help. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
absolutely.
I am
It's
sponsored
good
by
to have a little
Zen.
bit of butterflies, just a little bit.
Speaking of sponsors, we are currently soliciting sponsors. So Zen and Diet Coke, if you are listening,
Yep.
please feel free to reach
Perfect
out and
brand connection.
direct it. Just to be lookout for reach when I reach out to you, Zen, and say, would you like to sponsor?
I feel like
What?
you should go to Colin for sponsors because I'm like envious of Colin. I can go to the website and there's like every sponsor under the sun. I don't know, Colin. You've got some magic. I need some help with that.
We're working on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Erica from Erica's Pinball Journey. She's kind of leading up the sponsorship
Yeah.
side of things. So
Oh, very cool.
Cool.
we're exploring some ideas, but for anyone else who is listening to this and is interested in potentially sponsoring the event, definitely get in touch with me, and we can explore ideas.
Where would they get in touch with you?
You can email me, Colin at Kineticist.co, is probably the easiest way. On any single social media platform, you can reach out via DM.
He's really good. He should start a podcast, don't you think? Ian Jacoby should start a podcast.
What
Yes.
is this? Just we're going to talk about Ian Jacoby all
No,
day?
I'm
We
sorry.
got
sorry.
lots of guests here.
I'm sorry. More questions, please.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if you're planning to pull anything new out of the wormhole vault for this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that'll be a conversation with Brian Foytik to see.
It'll be a conversation with our lead tech, Brian Foytik. I was just teasing Vern's World a minute ago.
Oh, sure.
Will you guys talk about that? Like, Aaron, how much do you know about? Have you played Vern's World?
I saw it when the glass was broken, so no, I did not play it. I saw it being worked on a bit, but I have not actually got to play it. But I was helping repair a different machine, Haley Comet, and right next to it. But I'm excited to see it actually working now.
Burns World is like a wild Spanish game from 1996.
Yeah.
We just were talking about it before we started recording, and I looked at a picture of it, and it is wild
It's
looking.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope it works, Ralph. I'm because sometimes when they come over and the shipments that we buy, that things break. So
Well,
I
I'll
hope
bring my soldering iron. We'll figure it out.
yeah, we will. We'll get
I'm
Vern's
sure you
World
already have a
working.
bunch of them over there.
you
So
I'll take more.
hosting and repairs, Ralph?
we'll have helping hands. Yeah, I mean, hey, they said if you sign up for this, you could be signed up for anything. So I'm expecting
Absolutely.
anything that's needed. We are here for you.
Do you
What I can tease real quick, Colin, is we are looking at some tours, but one of the tours that we're looking at, if you do come live to the Wormhole for the TWIPYs, which you totally should, is a tour of the vault. And we have a building that is, well, we call it the vault. It was an old t-shirt factory. It was an old meat factory, to be honest. And you can get to see all of these old machines and being worked on, and by then it'll be really up and running and a true vault for people to come and check it out.
We can add
Very
it
cool.
as a like a final question on the voting form is what game should Wormhole bring out from the vault? What
Oh,
game?
that could work. That'd be good.
that
I
would be good.
I like Vern's World, so I want to pump Vern's, but we'll see.
Make that one in bold, and then the rest
Yeah,
can
the
fill
rest
you
that
in.
could.
It'll be the first option, yeah.
So Jamie, how many people are you anticipating are going to be here? Like, is this
Yeah, 40 to 50 is our
all
goal.
right?
Is our goal. We can definitely fill the Wormhole with that. Yeah, we have all these awesome lawn chairs that we're going to put out, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to be sponsored by a local brewery. We're going to have a taco
Oh, very
truck,
cool.
and we're going to make it an absolute event. Doors will open at 5 o'clock. Free play. Let everyone just play while we're producing and getting ready for the show. And then I don't even mind if people play behind us while we're doing the TWIPY.
I mean, maybe I don't know that I want people playing behind us. That sounds
It'd
terrible.
be distracting.
They gotta watch the show. But yeah,
Oh, that's true. Don't be a jerk
uh,
off. You know what? Don't play Hurricane.
but like I will say this about when I was at Houston and the Houston Arcade Expo is like y'all know how to have fun and hang out, and I'm sure this is going to be like that. Like that is so. This is for people listening to this. I don't think I've said it anywhere yet, but we're actually in our feature for Nudge 5. We're going to heavily kind of talk about the Houston Arcade Expo and how much fun it is and how a lot of people can take a page out of that book of it just being like a really I call the Houston Arcade Expo like the best senior class party of all time is how it kind of feels. And
Yeah.
I think that that's that like if this is anything like that, like we're all in, it's like gonna be the same people, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have to have, is it Keith? Is he the guy who runs?
Keith Christensen. Yeah. Well, he'll get an invite.
He needs to be there. I'm telling him right now, Keith, I think you really like me. You gave me an incredible gift basket, and my biggest desire is for you to be at this event and maybe
We
doing
gotta make it happen now.
some Ren Fair stuff or something. I don't know. But he's the man, Keith.
He's great.
Yeah.
All right. Please follow the Kineticist This Week in Pinball, Ian Jacoby of Nudge Magazine, Aaron Winnick, Anthony, and Retro Ralph on all the socials. Visit TWIPYs.com for all information on this year's Pinball Community Awards. Everyone, I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm nervous, but we're going to do good. It's going to
I'm
be
excited.
fantastic.
Yeah.
You got
I think
this,
it'll be a lot of
man.
fun.
We
Look
got
at this.
it.
You got a crack team behind you. Like
I
this.
know. Look at
It
everyone.
is the best team.
It's going to be awesome. So thank you so much for everyone for tuning in, hanging us for a few minutes this evening. I really appreciate it. The Wormhole is beyond excited to host the TWIPYs, not only this year, but for the forever. We're going to do this.
Forever.
It's gonna be-
Great for you
Eternity.
guys.
Forever commitment.
I just made that
Till
happen.
death do us
I
part.
love
I mean,
it.
hey.
You signed the
All right.
contract.
I can promise listeners this. I'll tell you what. I'll leave in this. We're going to have fun.
Oh my God. That's
Definitely.
that's like the biggest goal, right? It's just like have fun, play pinball, celebrate pinball.
And we're not going to take ourselves too seriously. I
No.
can promise you that.
Definitely not.
All right, panel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all very much. Aaron,
Thanks,
Rob,
everyone.
Ian, Colin. Thanks
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
Thanks so much.
Get to work.